Hello and welcome to the War Room. I'm Joey and this is Lifted Ground. Today I'm joined with Travis, Isaiah, and Hathor. Today's match is on a custom map that I designed this last week to add to my upcoming map pack. The mission is Power Surge, I almost forgot. And Isaiah will be co-hosting with me today as I focus on a brand new double action cam. Thanks, Gus, for the help. So yeah, Travis, thanks for coming through to the studio. It's really awesome to have you. You pretty much run the kill team scene here in Brooklyn, and you've been TOing since KT21 that I know of. It's how I met you. So what do you want to tell us about what you're playing and
playing Sanctifiers, you know, the brutal metagame menace that everyone's going to complain about on the internet, but, you know, they're good. They're fun. They're very unique. Even after they get nerfed, which I assume will happen somewhere in the next couple months, they'll still be pretty unique as long as they keep kind of the core identity. So even with how kind of strong they are right now, they have their weak matchups, you know, Plague Marines, Astartes in general, still pretty rough. You know, you might have 9 wounds, but you still died with Chainsword most of the time. But excited to play. You know, we've been talking about getting on here for a while, and you know, I'm just one of the parts that runs the New York kill team scene. There's a bunch of us that all make it hum and grow.
It's fair to say you're like the chief president.
I was like the first person that was like pushing it along, but you know, it's been 4 years. We got a lot of people growing. You know, we got a couple stores. We've got the Carcosa Club. We've got Hex & Co. We've got us. You got you. Got the New York Open later this year, October 18, 19.
Obviously,
Hathor's the new blood in the scene. Out here on the
Killing it though. He's back for round 2.
I am back for round 2. It's my time to play.
We needed someone to take on Sanctifiers, so we thought you were the orc for the job. Speaking of which, you're Wreckas. So last time you played Plague Marines into Wreckas, and now you're playing Wreckas. So what's different?
So this time, this is going to be an interesting matchup. I have a few concepts for this. I've played against Sanctifiers 1.5 times, against Travis and you. They're very scary, but the joy of the Wreckas is that you have like you said earlier, Travis, you have a 50-50 chance of just nuking your opponent into dust. And so I'm going to hopefully get some good rolls, but I have a few strategies I want to try out. I'm still new to running into Sanctifiers, so today for me is going to be kind of a strategy sesh to see like what works, what doesn't, and see what can be applied to other teams. I definitely think that it is going to be a hard matchup, but we're just going to see what happens. I'm happy. I haven't busted out my orcs in a while. They've been in the box of shame for a bit, but they're back and hopefully can earn themselves a right to stay back in the play box.
You think you're going to get a buff this patch that's coming?
I'm not sure. I have my thoughts. I have my hopes. If the orcs get buffed in a way that I want to see, I would love that. I think that if you buff them by giving them rerolls, it would break the team. So I would like to see a save buff or a wound buff, because as a 6-man elite team, not counting the squigs, they are a little lackluster. If your squigs don't give you play, then you're kind of in a disadvantage against any elite team, especially. So we'll see if they get. I'm hoping they get a nice little buff. Nothing too crazy. I don't want them to be the next Warp Coven, but if we'll find
This
out.
is the next Warp Coven.
Man, Warp Coven is still better than them.
Yeah.
Like
really?
Warp Coven is easily better than them. Yeah.
There you go.
Warp Coven has not.
I think people are overreacting a little bit with Sanctifiers, to be honest myself.
Definitely on the strong side. They're like the old Wormblade or the old Void Dancers, where it's like if you've never seen their rules, you're gonna like realize somewhere in the middle of turn 1, you're like, I guess I'm gonna lose this game, and then you sit there for another like 40.
Know your rules.
But it's also like it's not just knowing your opponent's rules. It's like knowing what it looks like in motion. So like having my entire team start here is just something you have to like know is coming and plan for it.
Yeah, until you experience it, sometimes just knowing the rule.
Yeah, like old Wormblade was the same thing, you know? Like at the top tournament tables, they're not good. Sanctifiers look like they have a little bit more room, but Astartes in general, you know, just having chainswords is rough. Warp Coven, you know, you have 2 Justice Scratches as far as the turn goes. Nemesis Claw, you just run away really well.
Yeah.
You know, sure, I can be in your opponent's drop zone, but if you know, you can set barricades and other stuff, which, you know, we might do in the scouting phase here.
Okay, cool. And not to leave Isaiah's ignored at all. The original intent, we were going to try to do like a narrative game, but we do have some slight time constraints. So Isaiah will just be helping co-host and kind of officiate the match to make sure it all goes well. And we got the narrative section too for NYO4 coming up, and you're going to be pretty much running that, right? Along with some other guys?
So me and Joe are usually the ones who run the narrative. It's really nice because a lot of people get really sweaty when it comes to like the bigger tournament. So it's really nice to have people who are like getting used to the scene and getting used to the rules and helping them along their journey. Because it's just nice to see a bunch of people like come together and like see the community grow. And I think I've been helping Travis along the way of helping the Brooklyn scene grow and seeing how it's been developing, gives life's purpose,
Yeah. Cool. Last NYO3, they played like on a Warlord Titan like got exploded or something. Like what was it? It was so awesome. I have to post some footage of that because that was
we have
really,
a
really
Reaver
cool.
Titan.
It was a Reaver
Oh, it was
Titan.
a Reaver Titan. Okay.
It was an ex-prison colony planet that held people in generational prison because because
What's 40K?
It's a little 40K without generational suffrage.
That's right.
And then war broke out, and then you got to play on like really high buildings that were basically exploded. So it was like before this, honestly. So it was nice to see how we can implement those rules into like those maps.
Awesome. Yeah, it was really cool. I was a little jealous. One day I'll play a narrative event. One day.
Look, we got painting classes this year to go along with the narrative. So in case you only want to do one day of playing, you can go play narrative. You can do painting classes afterwards.
From 2 Golden Demon people, right?
1 Golden Demon painter. Lucas has yet to win, but
He got a nomination. Like a
he's
recognition
won the
thing?
last 2 years of New York Open competition. So we
I
have
won
2
best
really good
painted at New York Open for the actual kill team though, so all that.
But this year for painting, pushing for painting, we'll have a golden ticket for the combination of best paint job with the best like overall score.
Of
So
course,
we're gonna
the year that
we're
I'm
gonna
not
follow
playing.
along. Yeah, that's true. We're keeping Joey out of the pool.
It's my time now.
Your time. I mean,
My
they are
take.
beautiful, and we'll get to show people these 2 awesome looking kill teams here in a moment. So yeah, we're about to do the scouting step, and we'll show off the models, and we'll get to it. You can go.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
All right.
Wow, who'd have guessed?
I can move that guy into the box.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my
For safety.
all right. Inquisitor moves up.
All right.
All right. You're going first.
Well, I'm gonna break ties for the second. You're gonna be doing some dumb stuff no matter what. I'll let you go first.
All right. Sounds good.
So starting from left to right,
Oh, so you
Travis,
didn't
what
record
did you?
All right. Death Cult Assassin, Drill Abbot, Salvationist, Preacher, Conversion, Persecutor, Big Chain Sword, Leader, Confessor, Plasma Gun, No Holy Relic, Miraculous, Double Flamethrower wielding Conflagrator, Cherub, Comms, and the Flamethrower with the Holy Relic.
And what equipment did you end up taking?
I ended up taking ladders, boop, boop. Imperial Cult Symbols to reduce shooting damage, Purity Seals to make my attacks a little bit more accurate, and Ecclesiarchal Text for some extra CP.
Up front, we've got our Rocketeer with the Rocket Rack. Behind him is going to be a Fida. It's supposed to be the Demolisher, but he's running Fida today. 2 sweet Squiggies and a beautiful Boss Knob with twin rocket pistols. Next up, we have a regular Tank Busta Gunna with a rocket launcher. And then we've got another Breakboy Fighter and the Crusher, who will from here on out be referred to as Mr. Fist. Equipment-wise, I'm running Glyphs to get a free wall as long as I have a Wrecka point or the first time I use it. Engine oil to bounce injury once per turn. I'm bringing 2 frag grenades to see if I can give my melee-only guys a little bit of extra play. And 2 ladders to give me a chance to take advantage of the height on my side of the board.
I will pass.
I will also pass.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna have this guy pass an APL over. So within 2, whoop, easily within 2. So put a +1 there. And then the Cherub has 7 inches of movement, which is fun, and has real true fly.
Void Dancer Cry.
Yeah, so it's gonna fly into the box.
Get in your box.
Get in the box, Cherub. Boop. Get in range of the Confessor. And I suppose for camera, we'll put this over here. So you can visualize.
All right, I'm going to activate one of my Tank Busta Fighters. He doesn't have quite the movement to slam the door completely, but he will be blocking entry.
Not that I think it should matter. I'm going to give myself the option of doing a charge later. So it's got the 2-inch, so it effectively has 8 inches of movement. So I'm just gonna land him a little under.
And that is your.
This is just a normal preacher. He's gonna be on a bubble, which means that he has sermon. So he takes a move and then takes a dash. So it's 8 inches with the full 10 inches. So he's gonna be here. He's gonna be on an engage order, which is important for my leaders lead the procession ability later if I want him to charge.
Sure. And you have how much of a charge? A full charge? Full
charge.
7 inches?
8 inches.
7 through the door.
7
right?
through the door. So 8 inches of threat range. So if you want to visualize it, bubble is about here from the back edge of the door.
Yeah.
So you come out, I can charge you. I don't know if a single dude charging like that is going to matter, but you never know.
Hopefully not. But we'll find. You do never know. I'm gonna just run this squig up next to my friend here by the door.
Okay, sounds good.
Let me check something really quick. This guy's got. He'll get a free 6-inch, and then he'll get.
Here, I'll just do it for you.
10-inch. You can get to here basically.
Whoop.
So because
Just one
we're
out,
gonna
and
do
then,
that under sermon,
You're going to be able to do...
he's gonna have a 2-inch torrent. I don't care if the squig dies. I just don't want the squig to
Here.
blow up.
This is the max. This is going to be 14 inch.
You can run it.
Here, this is 14 inches.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
It's so fucking crazy.
It's crazy.
So I probably wouldn't put anything in the box next to something else in the box.
I'm gonna put my squig right here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Wow.
Alrighty. So
Bait squig.
good.
Bait squig.
We do love a good bait swig from time to time. I'm gonna have the Salvationist, the person that gives a defensive buff on shooting. She's gonna move her 9 inches, basically diagonally into the box.
Okay. She's a 3-inch bubble.
It's a 6-inch bubble that doesn't require visibility. So she's just gonna land here into the shadow of my leader, and give a 6-inch bubble to everybody here. That's a +1 to save and -1 piercing.
Is that until the end of the turn, or?
It's just how she is.
Yeah, it's just an aura of.
It's
Go
just an
fuck
aura.
yourself.
She has no offense capability, but she does 2d3 heal. Makes her a solid bait piece.
And I'm going to reposition and dash. Let's see, do I want to go here? I'll actually tuck him behind this light cover over here.
2, 3, 5, 6. He show up over here. No, actually, I'm gonna do it with the preface of trying to keep her in
The 6-inch bubble.
theoretical. Well, she's on one 6-inch bubble. It's the second 6-inch bubble that requires me to. So
And this, dear audience, is why I don't play Sanctifiers. I don't want to think about bubbles. All right, I'm going to flip this rocket boy to engage.
Mhm.
And I'm going to just get his happy little ass up here.
you go flip into an engage order.
Yeah.
Who are we shooting?
Nobody.
Shooting anybody.
It's looking
Counteract,
menacing.
Nice. I like it.
He's just hanging out up there. He's getting a good view.
Alrighty. We've got bait. Do love a good bait model.
Just like staring at each other from across the roofs.
It's gonna be the plasma gun. We remember I have a plasma gun, yes?
Yes, I do remember that.
Alright. 5 on a 6-inch move. Your cap is here, so you end up anywhere up here. Pretty sure you shouldn't be able to shoot me if I come over to this corner with this model. I'm gonna flip this plasma gun and go take a little test shot.
Okay.
So we're gonna get things moving. Whoa. Get things moving. So we replace.
Retain cover save.
Yes. I will definitely overcharge the gun. So it'll be 4 dice on 4s. We are close by everything, so right now I'm not going to be able to get any of the fun bonuses. Definitely not obscured. Going up. So 4 dice on 4s. 5, 6, lethal 5, hot. Do the hot. Ooh, good. All right. 2 hits. I will just purity seals this last one into a hit.
Right.
Use the purity seals for the turn.
Retain a save. I'll miss one, so with the retain, it's 4-5 or is 5-6 on hot?
5, 6, hot, lethal 5, pierce 1. So you won't die.
I'll block one, I'll scratch one, and I'll
Okay.
take 5. Roll your hot there for me.
Whoop. Fine.
Alright, I'm just gonna move Mr. Fist over to here.
Okay.
Yes.
Just stand him out in the open.
Well, he's
Yeah, he's at the corner. He's ducked.
he's
Yeah,
on
you're good. I got no one that can shoot him, so you're fine. I will start with the Confessor now.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a dash move first.
Sure.
Let's go out to the open. So we've got 3 inches. I'm just gonna come out here very quickly so I can get everybody within the 6-inch bubble.
Of course.
And then I'm gonna do my reposition ability. So now everybody that is within 6 inches can take a free move.
Yep.
The goal is, with the positioning, that there should be a spot where he's here, and he should be just barely within range of this confessor, or in range of the conflagrator. And I'm gonna have to move this out of the way, because this is in the way. We're gonna shaky hand it over. Whoop. All right. Okay, so that should be fine. And this one should be, well, that might be a little far. All right, so this guy is not gonna get the move. Everyone else will be getting a move, because that is the only way I can get it. Everyone else moves, including this guy,
Yeah, because he's got the relic.
because he's got the relic. And now I can move him in any order. He's going to move up 6 inches, or he's gonna end up coming up 6 inches. He's got 5 inches with the ladder. I'm gonna have him move 1, 2, going up the ladder. Sure. So, whoop, and then I have another 3 inches, basically, or 1 inch more diagonally, whoop, and then 2 inches over. Get him in cover. Everyone is going to shove over that way if they want to take the move. If they don't want to take the move, let's just stay in place.
Okay.
This guy is going to stay, as long as everyone stays in sermon range. End of sermon range right now. Comes down to the bubble. So I'm going to have this guy just hide fully behind the door. In case that's a little far, we're going to move him just barely out of an inch over here to extend the range out here. This miraculous is just going to shuffle back over this corner. The salvationist is going to shift over to this corner, give the bubble off a little bit further. Cherub is going to continue to stay down here. Ooh. Hide in the box. Persecutor is going to move up 4 inches underneath, and basically all of them are just going to jump into the box and stay inside. And this guy's going to go a little short.
It's a really long activation.
Yes. It is the team that probably, if there was going to be a good argument for playing with clocks in, semi-serious play, this team is definitely one of those ones where you're going to take a lot of extra clock movement. So, and then this guy is going to make the charge. Actually, I don't think there's a reason to make the charge, because these guys are too far. So maybe we'll just leave it. Leave it, and then we'll go over here. We've got 6 inches with which for us to just come out to this corner right here.
Let's see.
And looking at it for cover lines, we're going to be at basically this diagonal range, so should be fine.
All right, I'm gonna slam my squig into the door over here.
Sounds good.
Ow.
Yeah, you hear a resounding metal thud when his head smacks into the metal. Bong!
Conflagrator is just going to hide behind the door.
Yeah, let's see if we can get some play in here. So he's just gonna go up here.
Stay on conceal.
Yeah. You're not gonna give me a shot within this turn.
No. Alrighty. The drill abbots move right up against the butt. Move the door.
Yep.
Right here. So there's 2 guys touching the door.
You have no way to turn off obscurity, correct?
Nope.
Stop lying, Travis.
Hmm?
You could just yeet your whole team within 2.
Well, I mean, that's kind of the goal for next turn.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, right now the goal is just to take some chip damage where possible.
Big boss knob on engage. Do I actually need to move him over for that? I don't think I. Well, probably if I want to counter you for trying to kill my squiggy. Yeah, we'll move him over to there on engage.
Persecutor, just he's gonna go out 1, climb up for 3, climb up for 3, and then have a. So he's gonna be here. He's gonna go 2 inches from here, 3, 1, 2, and then he's gonna dash into the corner to cover the charge. So there's not much else to do. There's not much else anyone is doing.
All right. So on the
I got
counter,
2 left. Yep.
and I believe I've got a shot on your chair here.
should be pretty hard with blocking terrain. But
You wanna give it a look
Yeah.
of your own?
Isaiah,
yeah,
You're up.
We got Theos, yeah. Lasers.
He is not tucked in all the way.
I mean, he's as tucked in as I can.
Of
But
course.
yeah.
No, he got it.
All right, go for it.
All right. So we're rolling 6 dice on 5s here. That is a
Reduce that
gorgeous
to a
roll.
normal hit. You still get the 6. You
Yeah,
still
I
get the 1 Wrecka
I
point.
get the Wrecka point, so I'm gonna go
You
ahead
get
and
1 hits right now.
roll one of those up over here. That is not an ideal start roll wise, but it's also kind of a free shot. So
Yep.
It is still a crit.
Just a normal hit.
It is just a normal
It is
hit,
just
so you
normal.
just have to roll a 4 out.
Yeah, a 4, and I got 3 dice, and I have a rosary if I really
I want to save your cherub.
We're good.
There you go.
got one.
Well, I generated a Wrecka point, which is kind of the whole point of that.
Yep.
I'll roll Joey's dice next, and if they're bad, then I'll just blame Joey, and then we'll be fine.
it'll all be fine.
Remember, audience, if anything ever goes wrong, it's either Joey's fault,
Or
but it's
Travis's fault.
probably
Or-
Travis's fault.
Already did the counteract, so I think since it's relatively low risk, I'm just gonna take a shot.
Okay.
Because there are other things we can do after this. 4 on 2s with obscurity.
Yep.
So no blaze. That'll be 2 hits. 2 hits with saturate. I'm not gonna bother rerolling this.
Saturate, so I won't get the fire.
Yep.
point.
You just roll the
I'm gonna get
3
the
dice.
All right, on 4s here.
Take 1.
Do I CP reroll that? No, I'm alive in 3. It's fine. I'll save my CP.
All right. Last counteract.
I will just move my squigums
Yep. Sounds
up
good.
a bit. See if we can maybe get a fun little charge around the corner.
All right. The last ping is this one. So I'm gonna have my assassin switch to. Actually, it doesn't have to switch to anything. He's just gonna run up. He's gonna move up 8 inches through the door, so he's got plenty of room. Goal is gonna be as close to that dude as possible.
Wow.
Take one last doink, which should be possible because we have plenty of room. And there's one more playing afterwards. But that is his move dash. He does have.
The silent throwing knives.
He does have silent throwing knives, yeah.
What's the profile?
It is 4 on 3s, 2/5, range 6 silence.
I will retain a save.
Yes. All right. 4 on 3s, no rerolls. All right, that's 3 hits. I don't think I should spend any. Whoa.
Ow, my
All right, let's see. What do we want to do? All right, so Sheila's
The
healed.
big gun just fired.
Yeah. The Vulcan
Mastiff
cannon.
Ballistus, yeah. I don't think I want to roll any extra dice, but I would like to kill an orc. And you do.
Well, I've been.
You already
averaging
used just a
one-
scratch.
Yeah, I've been
Already
averaging a
just
single
used just a
save
scratch.
per.
So you're
action,
2.
so-
I will. I probably shouldn't, but I will spend 1 because I would like to get 1 piece off the board now, if possible. All right, 4 hits.
All right, so on 4s. Oh. Yet another 1 on saves. That is 2 saves, so I will take 4 damage unless I CP reroll.
And then whoever has initiative for this gets to do some power surge stuff.
I'm breaking ties.
More breaking ties. All right.
Okay.
It is on you. Would you like it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take the 1 command
All
point.
right. I'm at 4 CP. We're in the ready step. We're going to check if my confessor can do the thing. He does. I have the ability to pick the power surge.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I am going to declare WA for free, so I'll have balanced in melee.
I'm going to do Ceaseless in Sermon, Fervent Brawl.
I'll pay 1 for tough gets, so I'll get a balanced reroll if I'm on engage.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why it works as superior. Travis is over here thinking. I'm just.
I
trying
will
to blow up
do
stuff. It's
Rally.
great.
I'm going to do Rally of Flock, so everyone in sermon range
Yeah.
gets a free dash as long as they end blah, 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 blah. So this guy's going to take his free dash. Get out of visibility of this guy, basically.
Sure.
And then everybody else that's within 6 inches of him. So, Miraculous. The only person that's not in range is the Conflagrator. All right, so this dude is going to run this way. Get into cover. And turn his sword. And then this one is just going to come over here. And this will go a little bit further away. Body block some stuff. And they have to end closer to the Confessors.
So they all have to move towards him.
They have to move towards him, yeah. As long as they end closer to him. And then this one is just going
The
to
Gourd Emperor.
yeah, float over, get within people, stay within cover. Salvationist is then also just going to take a 3-inch and just stay within 6. Right now, she is pretty close. I don't think I can actually get her into a spot outside of just moving straight like this, which... So I'll go like this, basically. So it is closer. It should be out of visibility of this guy, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just guessing. Sorry, everybody.
It's going to be obscured.
Yeah, it'll be obscured. So if you want to take an obscured shot against her, I can live with that. And the goal is, with these 3, can I be out of visit, or can I get out of bomb squig? I don't think I can. So, let's just have to see. We have 7 inches. I think that's where all the moves are going to end up. Yeah, so you can't hit both of them anyways with bomb squig, so that's where everyone's going to end up.
Okay. I'll pass.
Okay. I think that's it. So I did rally the flock and fervent brawl this turn. So ceaseless in combat, as long as I'm in sermon. On
Alright, what
to
are
you.
you surging?
I'm gonna surge this middle one.
Middle points.
You can't get there.
Alright, I'm going to activate my
I-
boss
I-
knob here.
I would.
I'm going to reposition down to here. And that should put me within 8. Little
Easily.
salvo. Your fellow over here. So I'll hit you with the focused twin rocket pistol, ceaseless.
Holy shit.
1-inch blast. 4/5, 6 attacks on 4. Oh, that fresh air. All right, so
great.
Another one.
another Wrecka point.
Another Wrecka up to 2.
And then a bunch of misses. So we're gonna ceaseless our 2 3s here. Nice. Into another Wrecka points and another hit. You are reducing damage. You have 9 wounds.
I do have 9
basically.
wounds. Yep.
You are. What's his save? Is it a 5-up?
It's a 5-up.
So we will go ahead and pay 1 Wrecka to try to guarantee the kill here.
Okay.
So 2 crits, 3 hits.
All right. We'll take these. I don't know. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna bother. I probably should. There's a reasonable chance that I can make it through this because it's 4/5 damage, right? So I'm gonna
Yeah.
put this over here with the Imperial Cult symbols. Once a turn, I can reduce one of your crits down to a normal strength. I'll roll 3 dice on 5s and see if I can win.
It's on 4s. 'Cause of the
4 on 5, yeah. So no, the guy on 4s is too far away. So I block 2 of them at the moment, and I'm taking 3 of them. They're 3 damage each. I can Rosarius and Sliv, or I can CP reroll once. Seems kind of silly, so I will just Rosarius. And I'll keep myself at 1 wound. Because each of your normal hits does 3 instead of extra. So down to 2 CP. I'm going to move the assassin.
Yep.
He's going to move 6. He's just going to wait. All right. This is going to be annoying.
And door fight my squiggy.
We're going to score first, and then we're going to door fight your squig. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
He has 3 APL.
Yep.
From just from being a
He
guy.
is an Imperial assassin trained
Of course.
by the Progenium Scholars. We'll score Power Surge. We'll get the 1.
think-
And then we will
Door fight my squig.
fight the squig. So that'll be 4 dice on 2s. I'm out of sermon, so it is a little risky.
I think you'll be all right.
And I'll
Let's
go.
find out,
And I have
though.
go first and parry
Of course.
naturally. So that'll be 4
4
hits.
hits. What's the
No
damage?
crits. 4, 6. It's a power sword without lethal 5.
Nice. So 3 on 4s. I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna
Nice.
make 2 Wrecka points, which is awesome.
wow.
Yeah, that's really good.
And I've got 2 crits.
Yep.
4/5 damage.
So I've scored this, which is the main thing I needed out of this. The rest of it is what it is. And I go first, which doesn't do anything. So I'll hit you for 4.
Okay, I'll take 4, and I will bite you for 5.
Then
It's
I
just a
will
bomb squig.
Kill you.
Bomb
Would you like to
squig.
explode?
I would love to explode. Let's
Alright.
see if I can. It's on a 4-up here. I certainly can, so I will blow myself
Let's
up.
do some attacks.
I will blow myself up.
So I
first.
start at 3 wounds because I started at 8 and you did 5.
Yeah, so this is for me on 5s.
Oh,
Wow.
He lives. Well,
No
Well, he
damage.
dies
Yeah, he does.
because he dies.
So on
but
fives.
Yeah, so,
Oh, yeah,
and
duh.
on me.
and now for you.
I'm out of sermons, so I just have a 5-up save.
All right. All right. So
Well, that's pretty good. Crit and 2
Crit
hits.
2 hits, and I will.
Rosarius
make
is already
another
down.
gorgeous Wrecka point. Bring me 5.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can roll exactly 2 5s and a 6.
Oh no, Wrecka's on the bounce grid, right? For the points.
He
What's
clicks.
that?
He only generates points. He can't spend
Yeah.
it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
He explodes.
Nice. All right. Zone on wound. I've got Wrecka points, so that's probably the move here. I think I'm going to activate my hammer guy. Move him up here so I can see this fella.
Mhm.
And chuck a frag grenade at you.
Yeah.
So 4 dice on 4s.
Nothing special.
Nothing special, but I do have 5 Wrecka points. Make that 6 Wrecka points. That is a crit, 2
So
crits
he
and
is
a hit.
always dead.
And yeah, I believe you are. Well,
So you have
no.
4 hits.
Oh, it
Right?
hits on 4s.
Oh, true. You don't want to spend a record point
I mean,
and
I've got
guarantee it.
6,
Yeah,
so
it's
yeah,
like,
I'm gonna guarantee.
it's like
it.
it should be guaranteed.
And then I will generate an apple, and I will
An apple.
spin that apple.
Oh, an APL. I was like, what?
Sounds good by me. All right, I'm gonna have this guy just swing back over here.
Okay.
But he was just there.
He was just there. Oh, he needs to be unengaged for this. No one has any of a frag grenade. He does have to be unengaged for the potential at charging with the Sanctifier leader.
This is true.
Yep. No one can see him, so yeah, but for sure no.
Door slam, and if I door slam,
Mhm.
pretty sure I can see that fella. It's chainsword for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'll go on engage.
Sounds
I'll
good.
slam the door with
We're
my
in
little
combat.
orky pal here. And then I'll chuck a little grenado up at
We're in combat
this
range.
fella. What's
There are
that?
2 guys behind the door, so you're in control range right now.
Okay, well then I will move him over. He's got 4 inches from there, so I can move him like to here.
Sure, that's fine.
And then chuck the grenade. He's gonna get the extra APL for shooting.
Yep.
Alright, on 4s.
Oh.
All right.
Another Wrecka points, and then I will expend 3 to make 3 hits.
All right.
Because it's 2 damage, so you don't reduce it.
Yep.
And the crit is 4, which you will reduce to 3, and you're saving on 4s.
And I have no, it should be
5s.
on 5s because this guy's too far away.
Oh yeah. 6 inches.
6-inch
I don't
bubble,
think
yeah. There's no way.
Yeah.
All right, on 5s. All right, nothing. I guess we'll let him go.
And I'm gonna
Love
just tuck this little fella right in
All
here.
right, sounds good. Just here, so 9 inches. We should just run over onto the box. Box is 7 inches on the other side. Over here, so we'll just be on the point like this.
Go ahead and move my disposable little buddy. Oh, he's coming.
He is coming.
Little squid.
Gonna have the cherub come down here.
Cherub.
Stay within 6 on the same position for the leader. Drop an APL on the plasma gun.
Okay, I'm going to
More far away.
reposition Mr. Fist. I think he is gonna just move up to here.
Sounds good.
And he will just.
We're gonna have my leader go. He's gonna charge around this edge and bring everyone with him.
Yeah.
So starting here,
Over
charge.
here. What the fuck?
Trigger the move. Everyone within 6. So everyone all the way down can take a move. He's gonna flip to engage, and he's gonna go 1, 2, 3 to the edge.
And this is why having the hammer guy would be potentially good.
Yeah,
With it.
1, 2, and then come over and then drop down.
Oh, hi, friend.
Hello, boink. So he lands there. He has to be unengaged when he does that. He brings along a friend,
Hi, friends.
which is a normal preacher. Ugh.
I don't like breaches.
Yeah.
Should have bring around like 3 friends and like surround the
So
board.
he's gonna be here.
Bark
This.
party.
Giving combat support.
I think he's gonna need to be a bit closer in.
So, he's not gone yet. So that'd be there. And then do we definitely see me afterwards? We're gonna charge. I think we're gonna leave everyone there. Seems fine. Probably not. Charge fine. Manage that afterwards. And then we've got a drill abbot who cannot charge, but can do a 5-inch move into a new spot. And I don't think he will, because I actually want him on the objective. Go figure. Cherub will take the 7-inch fly onto the building, basically over here.
Guy Fieri.
Fieri, yep, that's right. And then we got an engage.
Whoever designed that sculpt needs to be fired. It's like it's a cherub, not like a malformed adult.
Not.
So that's the sermon. And then,
You
do
gonna
I want to
hammer me?
bonk you? I actually think I need
The great
to.
bonk.
But I do have brutal shock, 4 on 2s, ceaseless.
Do it, Howard.
We'll go.
I got balanced.
Yep.
What about that?
Whoop.
Cash.
2 hits, a crit, and a reroll. All right. 3 hits and a crit.
All right, on 3s.
Oh.
That's not good.
No, but I do get a balanced reroll. Yup.
3 record points.
All right, so 2 hits. What's your damage?
5/5.
5/5. So you're gonna have to kill me by hitting me 3 times. Meanwhile, if you parry me out at all, then I can keep you from killing me. Meanwhile, I'm pushing through 10, which is your life, so you have to parry me. I Wrecka 1 more, and that makes your life worse. Yeah, I'll Wrecka 1. Bring me to 2 Wrecka points and giving me 3 hits. It is brutal, so you can only parry me with your crit if you decide to parry me.
I will use Ardent Eradication so I can reroll all of my dice if I want to, because we're in sermon range. I'll reroll these because these were one of these I can't reroll. This was the ceaseless.
Yep.
So reroll looking for crits. Whee! Oh, into a worse roll.
Yeah, we'll Wrecka 1. That still gives me a Wrecka point, so we'll go up to 4 hits.
I will hit you with the brutal first. Drop one of your hits.
Brutal me first. Shame on me. Okay, so I'm at 7. Okay, yeah,
That's pretty
I'll
bad.
hit you for 4.
I will hit you for 5.
Okay.
So you're dead, right? Or you're at 2 right
I'm
now.
at 2, so I'll hit you for 4.
Yeah. I cannot parry, so I will force you to use just a scratch here.
Yep, and then I will kill your
cannot
leader.
parry.
Which I think is worth it. I think it's
Oh,
worth
yeah, it's
that
for sure
one
worth it.
point. Alright, I'm going to activate Mr. Rocket Pack up here. Mr. Rocket Pack! He is going to go on Engage.
Nice, fancy.
Engage, that's how they say it in the Orc homeland. And I'm going to take a shot on this motherfucker.
Sure.
Darren Conceal?
Who?
Yeah, they're on conceal.
Yeah, but I've got the height.
Oh.
So I don't get accurate. You'll retain a cover
Where are you
save.
shooting?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, duh.
I got 1 Wrecka point currently. This is just a regular shot.
6. Yeah, go for it.
On 5s. That's a lot of 5s.
It's just a normal shot, right?
Yeah, it's just a normal rocket. So I will generate a Wrecka. Let's see. You are on a 5-up save for her.
I'm on 5-up save, yeah.
You are retaining 1.
Retaining 2.
2
I'm
because
concealed in cover, and you shot me from higher vantage. So
You have no
On
life
5.
reduction. You're on 7 wounds. You're blocking either 8 or a crit. I will push through 1 more with a Wrecka point.
Right.
So crit and 3 hits.
I'll take the crit, retain,
Okay.
and then roll 2 dice on 5s. Seems better. Whoop. All right. Block 2, which is still
You
enough
will
to
take
kill
8.
me. She comes back at 1 life and takes a free dash.
Oh, right. She can do that.
Yeah.
Because she
Well, let her
sucks.
move into this position. Whoop. And stay 1 life. Or she doesn't finish, but she has 1 life.
I'll stay up here.
Okay.
Why not? All right. I'll be on counteracts after this.
You're not on counteract. You have this guy, right?
Remember,
there a dude here?
audience, this is the classic Imperium player.
Is there a dude here?
There's a dude there.
Did he go?
Yeah.
Oh, he came out shot and then
Yeah.
ran away. Yeah. All right, 8 inches. She's only has 4 inches worth of move, so she's just going to.
I'm just gonna nuke my squig.
Yeah, she's gonna come out here. She already got shot once, so I can't interact with that model. It's too hard. So
Valid.
just come over here and just boop. On 3s.
Yep.
You are on engage, so I will take the accurate one.
Or we'll get a
I'm just
balanced
rolling 3
reroll.
dice. Whee! Whoa.
You are injured as well.
Yeah, I'm on 3s. She hits on 2s. So crit, 2 hits, pierce 1.
Okay. Oh, P1.
Pierce 1.
What a cowardly thing to do to my poor Squig'em. He saves on 5s with a balanced reroll. That is nothing. You've got, let's see. No, doesn't matter. It's just a dead squig. I will try to blow him up. He does explode, so he's going to blow himself up.
How close is this dude? He's over here, right?
Yeah, he's not within an inch.
You
Did
sure
he
you don't
blast your
wanna-
doors?
Well, I mean, if you were in control range of him, it would hit
Okay.
you, yeah. But
He's not. So that's just going to generate me 1 Wrecka points.
Yep.
And that will generate you a dead squig.
yeah,
If I fight your chainsword guy,
probably die.
I definitely die, and it won't actually. You're gonna have to fight me with him. But if I fight him, I can potentially push through, bring him to 1 wound.
Yeah.
Which means he's gonna be not good at doing anything, except for dying. So I will fight him, because I'd like to try to push through
Okay.
a wound if I could.
Yep.
And so I am injured, so I will use my engine oil to not be injured and hit on 3s. With a balanced reroll, so I'm looking at 3 hits currently, and let's see if I can fish up a 6 here. I cannot, but I will have 4 hits.
4s. 2 hits, which is enough.
Yeah, I'll just hit you for 5 and then
Okay.
eat shit.
Boink. Yep. Alrighty. This dude is now going to move.
Back inside. Oh no.
Come over here.
Okay.
He's still within 6 of the drill abbot. He's just gonna shoot the dude.
Yep.
With saturate.
Little flame arena, little hand flamer.
Should be totally in range of a drill abbot. That's right here. He's not injured right now, which is the important thing.
How is he not injured?
Because the drill abbot removes injury.
Hmm.
You are concealed, so no interaction back. And I'm more than an inch away from the window. So on 2s, so crit, 2 hit, or a crit and 3 hits, which does light you on fire.
Yep. So I will save a crit, so he'll live, but we'll see how long that lasts for, because I didn't put him on gauge foolishly.
All right, on you, counteract. Anything?
Sure.
And kill a miraculous the rest of the way through.
Yeah,
If you wanna-
gonna do that.
Yeah. She is in range of the Salvationist now. Not that I don't think it'll matter. 6 inch.
Yeah, okay. Alright, on 5s. Oh, you're on engaged, so now I do get my accurate.
Yes, now you get accurate.
Which I will definitely take. And let's see what we can conjure up here. We can conjure up 1 more Wrecka points. Bring me to 3.
And then you got 2
You've
more
got
hits. You're
1
always going to kill me.
HP.
Yeah, she's always going to die. You don't have to commit any more resources to this. Because you've... Oh, you're on 5s. You're right. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're on 5s.
I will pay 1, bringing me down to 2 to push through 1 more hit.
Okay.
Because I only need 1 to kill you, and I do have a crit in there.
All right. So I've already used that this turn. I'm not concealing. So 3 dice on a 4-up. I will retain 1 for cover.
Yep.
Just a normal one. Not roll it. So it'll just be 2 dice. Looking for a crit and a normal, which is theoretically possible, but not likely. All right. No rerolls. Shows she does die. Bloop.
The God Emperor protects, doesn't he? Doesn't he, miraculous?
You know, she came back once through the light of the Emperor.
Eating a little shit, but I have killed a lot of Pope Patrol, so that is good.
You have done a good job of killing the Pope Patrol. Right. So I'm going to have the Drill Abbot go. He's going to flip to engage. He's going to leave the safety and come
You're just
bonk
gonna
you.
go kill that guy?
Yeah. Just gonna come
As you probably should.
hitting on 4s. I have not used my Purity Seal yet, so I should guaranteed get it.
Yeah, it's just it's annoying.
Alrighty, it was kind of spooky at the beginning. We're kind of evening it up, but I don't have a confessor, so we'll see how it goes.
We're gonna gamble because I like gambling.
Yep, makes
That's
sense.
why I'm playing Wreckas, and I'm actually gonna move.
Yep.
This way.
Alright, so there's no other counteracts that matter, so
I don't get any. I mean,
we're gonna go find information first. We're gonna have the plasma, dash, climb,
Yep.
move, shoot,
Sure.
get in range for
Yep.
the bonus here. You are on engage,
Yep.
so I will get a benefit.
Sure.
So we'll take one of those out right away. On a 4. Well, 3 dice. Looking for 4 or higher. I have not used purity seals. All right, crit hits. No lethals. I've got 1 CP. I'm gonna have to. Don't have to spend it here. There's no real good reason to spend it.
balance reroll. Don't need it.
Nice.
Block a crit and a hit, and I'll take 5. And then if you would roll your hot for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a 3 if you would.
He
Two is
takes
worth.
4 down to
Two is
3.
not bad either. Next counter is going to be to put my hammer
Against the
man
door. Yeah.
back into the doorway.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We could do this guy run to the other door frame and get cover. So I think that's probably what we're gonna do. So I cannot get within 6 of your leader. And then we're gonna play Gamble Team.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Love
So
it.
he's just gonna be over here
Sure.
in cover.
That is the turning point.
All right. As far as scoring goes, I get the second half of the crit up, so it's 2-0. And then we're gonna reveal secondaries. I'm gonna reveal take ground. I'm gonna score the big thing, and that's it. So I have 1 point on tap.
I have not scored on tack or
And you don't want to
primary,
reveal
which is
anything, huh?
Quite unfortunate.
All right.
So that was turning point 2.
Alrighty. We're turning point 3. Yeah, we'll
Yep.
go up to 2 and then we'll roll.
Yes,
Get
indeed.
I do not have a confessor, but I will, as a strategic gambit, you pick someone as a sermon giver.
Jeez,
All right.
that is awful.
do.
Okay, cool. Cheats.
Couldn't win no matter what.
I will definitely take it here.
I will
As,
go.
So you go up to 3. I will pick someone as the sermon giver. Since the salvationist is currently in range to go do stuff, I will just give it to the salvationist since she's actually useful. Interestingly enough, I think I'm going to do nothing right now.
Okay, I'm gonna surge my home objective.
I'm just going to chill.
Okay, wall for free.
Okay? Because you have Wrecka points?
Yes.
Pass.
I will amp up for healing this guy. D3 plus 1. For 4, bringing him to 13.
Nice.
And I will pay another CP to give myself balanced rerolls when I'm not engaged.
So we're going to start with my plasma gun.
Okay.
Take another shot.
Sure.
He is injured now.
Yes.
So I'll take out the 1 hit. That's free. I'll roll the 3 dice and see what happens. All right, that'll be 2 crits and a hit with 1 miss. This is a normal hit.
Crit for?
Going hot.
Oh, lethal 5.
Well, I just haven't rolled any 5s this whole
Yeah.
time. I'm not going to spend a CP on this. So it'll be 2 crits and a hit on Pierce 1.
Pierce 1.
Yeah.
Get a reroll. I've got 1 save.
Okay. So you're taking 12 at the moment.
Get a reroll here. And
Take 12.
12, bringing me to 1, which is
All right,
not great,
let's
but I am
see
not dead.
what hot.
Kill
Can we
yourself.
roll over a 4 one more time? He lives!
Wow.
And then we're gonna run away like a coward.
As you should.
Run away. So 1, 2, 3, and then drop the 1, ends up here.
Alright, well, we're going to use this boss knob before he becomes dust. I'm going to...
That was very lucky.
I'm
That sequence
glad
was
he's alive,
crazy right there. On both ends, it was pretty
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's some God Emperor protects for sure. Engine oiling, so I ignore all injury
Yep.
for this turn.
Mhm.
I will reposition myself up to here, which puts me well within 8 for these 2 fellas.
Totally fine.
And I believe we're going to
Pew pew pew.
salvo the rocket pistols because.
Seems good by me.
Are you out of 2 inches here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I said that earlier, so.
So we'll salvo. I'll target the injured fella first.
Mm-hmm.
So it's on 5s now because I'm shooting 2 targets.
This
he's
one,
ignoring injury.
just double check.
Because the engine oil.
Yeah, he engine oil.
So I'll create a Wrecka points here.
Which one is this against?
That's a crit
The
and a
3
hit.
health one?
It's against the 3 health one. He's a 5-up save, correct?
He's a 5. Yeah, everyone's
I
a
just
5
need
up.
one hit to go through. I will pay a single Wrecka to push through an extra hit. So crit and 2 hits.
All right, on 5s. He's pretty good already. He's dead. Yeah.
Pink mist, and then I will salvo into Mr. Hammer over
The
there.
one we care about. Yep. Go ahead.
All right, so again on 5s. That's gorgeous. We're going to generate 2 Wrecka points, and it will spend 2 to push through 2 more hits. So it is 2 crits and 2 hits.
Okay.
Coming
I'll
your
put this one down
way.
to a normal hit. with
That's a
the cult
CP
symbols.
crit?
Nope,
No,
it's cult
equipment.
symbols. Equipment. I am in cover, but these are saturates.
They're not saturated.
Okay, so I'm in cover. I'll take 1 5-up and roll 2 dice. On 5s. Which I blocked 2 of them. That was disgusting.
Can you give this guy different dice? This is actually insane.
It's the same dice you rolled last time you were here.
Yeah, I know.
So I will
take
just
4.
Rosarius that. I'd rather keep him at 4.
would.
I would, Hathor.
You're such a coward. You
I am a
believe
coward.
in your faith in your corpse emperor makes you weak.
Does it? Does it have?
No,
in this situation, it's
The
going
only
great.
thing the God Emperor apparently can do is make you roll 6-ups on 5-up saves consistently.
All right, this guy's just
Maybe
gonna
that's what I get for
come
chaos.
over to here on the 8-inch charge and theoretically finish you off.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, all you got to do is not roll. All you have to do is roll what? A single 4?
A single crit is what I want because you haven't just a
1
scratch.
HP. Oh yeah, that's true.
So I do want a crit. Otherwise, I mean, we'll fight it out. All right, so 1 hit, which is not enough.
Wow, that's pretty cool for me.
I don't have rerolls right now. Roll your dice. See what you get. Because you hit on 3s.
Oh,
much better. So I will
It's 2
have to
Wreckies.
spend a reroll here.
Oh, I get a balanced reroll.
Yeah.
1 Wrecka point, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was really bad. So I will spend 1 here to reroll this on 4s, with the goal being that I get 1 more hit and then I get 3 total hits. Because that's the only way I can actually kill you through just a scratch. Or I get a critical here. All right, I missed.
Uh-oh.
So I have to use Purity Seals to get 2 hits.
Sure.
Oh, wow, that was really bad.
Yeah.
Well, I'll hit you once.
Okay, I will scratch it,
Mhm.
and then I'll parry you.
Yep.
And then I will chop you into tiny pieces.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm out of CP now, though. Are you also out of CP?
I'm also out of CP. Yeah.
Wow.
We're both out. That was awkward.
This is an insane game.
The back and forth.
Back to you.
I'm gonna give him his wound counter back. I thought he was dead. Missile guy isn't really gonna do shit. I shouldn't have put him up there. It is always a trap. I have to score points though.
You do have to score points. Well, you don't have to if you can win other ways.
Can I win other ways? Probably not. So
Kill up, make it your primary.
Wow.
Deny them points.
2 inches.
It's totally possible.
You gonna tap the thing and leave?
Now. Yeah, I'm gonna just tuck
That's
myself
great.
into the
Yeah.
corner. Jesus.
All right, so let's go find out. Can the Conflagrator be a hero?
You better.
It is saturated. He hits on 2s, but I have used all the toys. So he's gonna be like right here past the window.
I'd
They're
like
just a
not
scratch,
to, but
so.
you know.
All right, this
Wow,
one's
that's-
very dead.
Yep. She can't do shit. Okay, so I'm gonna dash off.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go on conceal then.
Fist
So I'm, like,
equivalents.
Getting all up in the camera angles here.
Right as mending primary.
And then we'll just kind of like boop down here with my reposition.
There.
So I should be able to tuck in here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Be able to shoot me though, right? With your.
Yeah, if I climb up, I'll definitely.
So I'll
ping
leave
you.
him on engage. There's no need to go concealed.
So the cherub will just boldly land on the bottom point.
Yeah.
Wow. And then counteract nothing.
My counteract is going to be for my fighter boy in here to punch a hole in the wall right here.
Sounds good. All right, and then the Salvationist is just going to, yeah, we're going to beat a tactical retreat. Whoa, we retreated. Okay, so retreat to here. Keeps me in cover from there. End of the turn, I get 1 for controlling 2. You get 2 for doing the thing and doing the defending.
I'm also going to get 1 on secure center. And you're getting
And I get 1
on
for take
and
ground.
1 on crit.
I've lost my Confessor. I've got 1 Confessor. I've got 1 Order left. We're going to go into the last turning point. And as far as CP, we're both empty, so we both got back up to 1. I'm going to roll on.
Breaking ties.
Okay. Let's get some away. 3.
Yeah.
I will definitely take it
I
because
don't like your dice tray.
That's
his
the
dice
problem.
tray is
All right,
cursed.
so for that one, blame Dakota.
All right, Dakota, I blame you.
And this time I have to be able to do this, so I will obviously, I'll definitely take it.
Nice.
So you'll go up to 2. We'll see if I can roll under a 7, which, maybe. I do.
This is for your free CP.
Yeah, that's for the ecclesiarchal texts. And beating a tactical retreat remains probably the optimal strategy here. So I will pick
Actually-
this as the power surge.
Yeah. I'll wall for free.
I'll pass.
I'll pass too.
I'm just going to have the Salvationist
Run away?
just run away.
Run
Run away on PC. The cowards play.
I will then instead just move dash up to
The point.
here. Yeah.
To get into counteract range.
That's kind of all I got here.
Good. Come up. 3 inches after coming up.
Yep.
He's going to be whoop.
Yep.
He's just going to take a shot and not go hot. All right, on
Honestly.
5s. Just
Nice.
on 5s, I will. You are within 3 of my orator.
Yeah.
So I'll give myself relentless on 5s. So unlikely to do anything. Still doesn't do
Same
anything.
roll. Let's go.
And then we will purity seal it because.
You need a purity seal reroll.
Well, yeah, it's a 2
Yeah,
fails.
exactly,
2
yeah.
fails is 2 fails.
Fucking
Pierce 1.
Astartes. Doesn't matter, baby.
Nice.
Bring my my fighter guy out here.
Just stand there menacingly.
Just to, it's for the
Oh yeah,
secure
yeah. True.
center.
Sounds good. So I'm just gonna have this guy flip to conceal and run to this corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna just shoot that guy then, and I'll use the rocket rack because I have it.
Sounds good.
So it'll be relentless on 5s. So I'll generate a Wrecka.
2 hits,
Use
relentless.
Reroll these relentlessly. And then I'll spend 3 Wrecka points to mathematically murder you. Cherub tap,
Terrible.
and that's the
Just
game.
touch the point. That gets me 2 on that. That is the end of it.
Nice. So I'll go 2 up on tack. You'll go 1 up on tack. You'll go 2 up on crit.
I'll go up to 5
I'll go
on
none
crit.
on crit. And then primaries. Tack.
Crit up. So I get another 3.
That's the one
That's the
that does it.
game.
There we go. Yeah, 3-point game. GG's.
Hey. Good game.
That was
Hathor.
really fun. That was a really good game.
So that concludes our match between Travis and Hathor, with Travis securing a 3-point victory. Let's start with Hathor.
Yeah.
It looked like at one point you might have had it, but the victory kind of just slipped. What happened?
I misplayed quite a bit with my positioning, which is just so hard to do. It's something I kind of tend to do a lot, which is not play. I try to spread myself out a little too much. And I just left a big gap here, which was really unfortunate. It also was, I was unable to get my people really where they needed to be often on this side of the board. I think that pushing up to this wall was really great because it baited Travis into feeding me his Pope.
He's an Inquisitor, excuse me.
Whatever.
Inquisitor Pope.
Well, he's actually an Inquisitor.
An actual
That's true.
Inquisitor.
Yeah, which is way cooler.
He's
But
an
either way.
ecclesiarchal Inquisitor.
Yeah, I would have liked to roll a little better on my saves early game. I think that would have helped, not rolling like 1s and 2s for this guy for like 9 dice. But at the end of the day, I probably should have put him up there and just not put him on engage. I think having him there as a threat without having to actually turn him on TP1 would have been the better play. But I wanted to see if that threat would do something for me, and it really didn't, honestly. I think that just positioning him there and having him as a potential punch would have been better than trying to snag like a greedy counteract, because there's no way Travis is going to give that to me too early. Against a worse player, I probably could have gotten a bigger squig bomb off too, but Travis was smart enough to keep everybody unsquiggable.
It's all about that strap ploy running away.
But this team is interesting because you have to, you do have to get up and aggressive with Sanctifiers, otherwise they will just control the board for the whole game and you won't score. That's kind of what happened to me TP2, I think, right? Like if I had been able to get 1 or 2 more points on tack op, it would have changed the game completely, but I was just a little too far back, a little too far out of position. and I wasn't able to fully counter that because I was trying to play the backside, look back here, trying to play for that flamer push. But unfortunately, when you do that, it gives Travis the ability to go, well, okay, you're blocking this, I'll just go over here instead. I don't care. And then I'm giving him the initiative and the advantage of being able to react to me trying to react to him, and as opposed to just pushing myself towards the objectives instead of just trying to counter the possibilities.
This is actually the reason why Sanctifiers are going to be good even if they get nerfed, because they really play at the end of your opponent activation, right?
Yeah.
Like you get a full, basically half move. I suspect that when they get nerfed, it's just going to reduce the amount of range you get on that move.
Yeah.
But even like a 3 or 4 inch dash at the end of your opponent's activation, like they bully teams that they out activate so much harder than everyone else, because you're like, I'm just gonna get another 3 inches after you're on counteract.
Yeah.
And I think what you did was good, keeping someone on engage here. If I had taken the Melta, maybe it'd be less good, but maybe you wouldn't go up there if I had the Melta.
Yeah. Or just stayed farther back so you can't.
I think the real thing, we both identified this because both of us have these, L shapes with no cover. We're like, oh, we're not gonna hang out here, but we got to have people hang out because this is the center, especially for Power Surge. Power Surge was a big one.
Yeah.
Me getting to dictate, like, oh, after that first turn, no one could touch the middle.
Yeah.
Getting that point and making sure that it's like a 4-point lead in my favor, as long as I win this side, which was kind of up in the air for a second.
I also think that on this board, this side for Sanctifiers is a much better side. This gives you a lot more cover than this does. This, you can just hole up in here and hang out. It's harder to kind of get your angles. The sniper position turned out worse than I hoped. It was good for the threat, but unfortunately with a 6-unit team, when you're just leaving a guy up there to threaten, eventually it becomes not worth it. And
I was actually surprised you didn't take the Pulsa in this matchup, because we talked about how you like the ability to annoy people.
I really should have. I didn't, because Joey was like, try the rocket rack. Try to get the 3-inch blast. And I was like, yeah, that might be a good idea.
I just figured you could pull them out of the pulse. I was like, I don't know if that's actually going to be any good.
It's true.
It's,
like I
still
think
area
it cuts on
control.
both ends. Like I was surprised that you weren't going to try it, because you'd mentioned, I do think that the rocket rack is the better choice most of the time, because you
I
can
think it is
reliably, remove that model, which you did.
And the
you
thing
reliably
too is,
removed
like,
the
if you had killed this guy with your leader, then I just move over to make sure I get a clear shot, and I just rocket rack, and that's 2 guys.
And that was really like the big mistake that I was like, I shouldn't do this, but it's more fun for camera, and we're like, let's just do it.
Well, the best moment for me was my boss knob failing to double pistol, and then you just feeding him the melee kill was awesome. That was so funny.
Very orcish.
It's just, I mean, that's Kill Team, right? Like, have you ever played a game of Kill Team where everything has gone exactly the way you want it to?
That's the fun part. I mean, that's why I play dice games and not chess. Like chess, I gotta learn. Like chess is deterministic, so you either have a right or wrong move at all times. Like here, you have a right move 80% of the time, 20% of the time, and sometimes when you're losing, you're like, I got 20% outs, and that's what I'm going for. I think that was probably the thing that you identified accurately on turn 3, but you had to identify it on turn 2. You're like, this guy is not going to do anything the next turn.
If I had moved him sooner, it would have been a little better.
It's really that the power surge is going to be here, here, and then here. Yeah. So leaving him here for this one, if he's not going to be able to score, you're like, or like you take a shot and then you move down here.
Yeah.
That probably would have been
with the extra EPL.
Yeah.
Well, he has, well, no, it wasn't heavy, actually. So, yeah, that was probably
So I think shooting once, moving down, so that next turn you can pivot in both directions. That might have been better. So there's a couple small things, at least on that position, but this is generally almost always a trap, unless you're playing, like Mandrakes or something where you can abuse it.
I do think
the plasma gun mattered a lot to me.
Yeah, that was a good pick. I think, weirdly enough, that Secure Center might have been my best actual choice.
I think it was the correct. I took Take Ground expecting to fight over this and that, and I was able to do that. I just wasn't able to get anyone over there early enough because my Confessor just whiffed, and I shouldn't have done it because all I had to do was just stand there, have the Drill Abbot go. But yeah, it was a very fun game.
I think, what was I saying? I think I should have. I almost took Kill Op as my primary, and I didn't. Because I was like, well, I might kill all of them, or I might kill none of them, or 3 of them. It felt a little more of a gamble, and in retrospect, playing the gamble team, I should have taken the gamble out. This was really fun. Despite it being an L, this is a great game.
Very bloody.
Way more fun than the first time I played against your
The important thing for me looking at this matchup is knowing that Power Surge is going to advantage me just because I have extra activations. So I took Crit Op with Power Surge in mind.
Yeah.
Plan to just play a little bit more cagey and not, because like I'm not really gonna outfight you, even if I have like 3 dudes mobbing you. Like a single model is not gonna beat a single Wrecka, even with like backup. It's gonna be 2 models. So I was not expecting to kill in melee, which you know we saw the Confessors.
Yeah.
Overall though, game was pretty fun. I was surprised you didn't punch more holes and stuff. I mean, there wasn't a ton of room.
Besides the game I played against Adrian the other night, which was on ITD, so you can't punch holes in it. The Wreckas have been kind of in a box for I think 2 months now, so I have definitely not played them in a while and forgotten some of the things.
Because I think with the 2 fighters, you just want to like every turn that you're not, if you're not shooting, you're just like
that shit. Yeah, 100%.
It gives you safe spots. Like the big thing here is your squig can be here and fully safe, whereas this one was theoretically the flamer. If I had won that initiative, could have gone up and shot the squig, which was kind of one of the plans. It did
Which
kind
I was
of like
also okay with. I'm like I played the squig, like this squig over here. I was like, yeah, I'll just use it to body block, and if he dies, I don't care. It's a squig.
Yeah.
The mistake on that was I shouldn't have tried to get a greedy counteract. I should have just let you kill the squig and had my boss knob move up for like better position. And the boss knob still killed I think 3 guys.
The boss knob still did all the work.
So like that's okay. It's all right at the end of the day. I think that the biggest thing with Sanctifiers is they have so much reduction, the Rosarius, the damage reduction, the save buff. They're harder to kill than you would expect them to be.
Yeah.
Which is why I wanted to try Wreckas, because the overwhelming firepower is really good. But
and actually, you know, we had a couple sequences where the Wrecka points guaranteed something that a normal team would not have gotten.
Yeah.
So I think there were a couple, like the Confessor sequence was the most important one, where that extra guaranteed 4 hits meant that I was like,
I was consistently rolling like 1/6 an
attack.
Yeah,
you gained Wrecka points
really
very
big.
consistently.
Because the reason they were in my other box, was because I played a game with them where I rolled a single 6 for the entire game. And it was not fun.
No.
Not even from like like whatever. So it goes, after rolling no 6s for like 3 turning points, you're kind of just like I just want this to be over.
Yeah.
And I don't quit. I won't resign. I like to play to the end, because that's just kind of how I am. Like I'll play it out and see how much I can score before it's over. But when you roll 2 to 3 6s for an entire game of Wreckas,
It's rough.
it makes you put them in the no box.
They are a big feast or famine team. Like when you pick them up for like any serious competitive like sequence, you just have to know that you're a vessel for probability.
Chaos, let's go.
Like you don't really get to choose if your game is going to be good. Like you can make the best plays you can, which is always what you do. But you are also like, if I don't roll 6s, I don't roll 6s, and I'm gonna have to figure out a game plan that works if I don't roll 6s, which is hard.
Especially for this team.
Especially if you're hitting on 5.
Really, next time I'm playing Wreckas, I just need to make a sacrifice to Zinch first.
Yeah. I mean,
if anybody's
your
interested.
6s rolled reasonably well this game. Like,
this was good.
You did pretty good, I think, on the 6s. You didn't do great on your defensive saves at the beginning, but you did put them out there as bait, so you did pull some stuff out. So like, as much as that was probably frustrating, it was like kind of in range.
There's also a part of me that wonders if part of me was thinking about doing more to keep that first Wrecka alive.
Mm-hmm.
But it really was just am I really gonna spend, how much CP do I need to spend on this guy? And like, even if he'd been alive on 3 wounds, I have to spend a couple CP to hopefully get him there.
Yeah.
And then if I do, I'm down to 1 CP, and then if I pay to heal him, that's another CP, and it's just like it's too expensive. It's too expensive.
Yeah, it is a lot.
And him dying that quick was unfortunate, but I think it would have been worse long run to gamble that his life would be worth 4 command points. Because
I mean, I had a similar.
It's rare that any model is worth that many command points.
Yeah, we had a situation on my end where my Holy Relic, went down to 1 wound, and then I actually needed the Rosarius later on for the Confessor play.
Yeah.
So that was one of those situations where I was like, this is fine, I'll keep her alive, but it was like short-term view, long-term view, I could have kept,
that is
a
the
more
hard
important
part of
model.
having a stretch.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm gonna just pop it, but like,
because if you use it at the wrong time, then you're like, well, this makes sense. Like, I need to keep this guy alive, and then something else happens, and you're just like, the only thing that could have saved them is this, and it's too late.
To be fair, I thought about it ahead of time, and then it was really that fight with the Confessor. I was like, I know this is the wrong choice. I'm gonna roll the dice, and I know that it's bad, but I was like, we'll just play and see. Sometimes you're just gonna roll the dice. Obviously, in like really, really competitive play is not a thing that you should do.
No.
Uh,
I'm trying
Because
to
the
learn
confessor is
that.
good, because if you go into counteract, he can just be like, no, you're not going to fight, and just stop the fight.
Oh, true.
So like the fact that I never used that ability was like, I know
That's
this is the
also a
wrong
waste.
choice.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I gotta come back here for another game where I can bust out my elves.
yeah, your
I need
hand
to do an
Archon.
elf,
Whoa.
no, an elf showdown or something.
That's true.
You down for a mirror match?
Yeah,
Man.
absolutely.
All right, cool.
Cabal
Nestor,
versus
we're
Cabal.
fine.
No, wait, never mind.
Well, he just lost, so he's kind of redeemed himself anyway.
Nestor is really good with the Hand of the
He
Archon.
is.
I think
He's just
I
been playing them
might have a
nonstop.
chance because I've been playing them quite a bit. I know what they do. And at the very least, if he just grinds me into paste, I'll learn something from it.
It's true.
I'm down. I'm down for that
Never
mirror
seen mirror
match.
matches on a battle reports. I'd love to film.
I think there's a few other Hand of the Archon players that have started popping up. So if you wrangle someone who plays Hodo who wants to do a mirror match, I'm in. I would love to show off my beautiful Cabal, my sweet loving Drukhari. They're the nicest Drukhari you'll ever meet.
Questionable.
They turn all their human captives into love seats because love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love.
Love conquers all.
Sorry. There you have it,
Alrighty.
folks. Love conquers all. But yeah, so thanks for joining us for another battle report. Travis, thanks for coming through.
Yeah,
Hathor
roll back
once
over.
again.
Isaias, how was spectating
Gus, come on
Isaias?
in.
Gus? Oh yeah, good.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Gus for helping me
Everybody
with my,
intern.
helped.
Our camera
Okay,
intern.
our secondary can't remove the chair. Sharon's like, no, but he
You
helped me
gotta
with the
stand.
secondary action cam that will be debuting on this next upload, so that'll be cool. So I appreciate it. But yeah, keep tuning in. I'll keep putting out battle reports and keep having people over. Isaiah, thanks for TOing. Although you didn't really have to do too much.
A couple of
I
them.
made
A couple-
calls.
Yeah,
You
they
made
were
some
important
calls.
calls. Those were important calls. Losing my salvation was a big one.
We'll have you start doing the voiceover in between where it's like you don't want to hear our voices being like actually in 6 inches. That's when you're like as this character moves in and you do like the color, you make it spicy so
That's
people
the
don't
dream
have
of it.
us like being like I'm actually it doesn't look like 8 inches to me.
Yeah.
Because nobody cares about that.
Alright.
There's one
It was
guy.
good,
To
yeah.
you, that one guy who cares about that, you're a nerd.
You're a nerd.
Boom.
Don't be a nerd.
And cringe?
And cringe.
Oh.
Cringy nerd.
Hey, look,
Cringe.
we're all cringe.
We're all
okay?
cringe. We play guilty.
We're also all nerds.
We're all nerds.
But don't be a cringe
Yeah,
nerd.
don't be a
Yeah,
cringe.
don't
Not
be
at the
cringe.
same
Separate.
time. Yeah. Separate.
Cringe.
Alright.
That's overload.
Same time. So,
Yeah.
time for the super long outro. We're out of here.
Peace.
Wah!
Nice.